First, congratulations on your century. Can you explain the feeling right after that reaching the three figures mark?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a while since I scored 100 in T20 cricket, so yeah, it's just a relief for me. I've got a few 90s now, so it was really nice to get over the line, and just even more special getting that score 0 wickets down.
In the first innings, we saw Rohit coming close to that mark, but we expected the pitch to favor the spinners. But the power play, you scored around 80 runs. How was it batting in the second innings?
Yeah, Roy batted brilliantly as always. I'm getting quite fed up with him scoring runs against me, but no, I reckon we knew we had to go really hard in the power play, just because of the wicket just spinning more and more. So luckily for us, we got a few sixes and a few boundaries early in that first 2 overs, and then the pressure was all on them, and then they made some mistakes, and then we just capitalised on that.
Scoring, chasing 171, the way you approached the innings, was it approach to unsettle the bowlers at first?
Yeah, look, chasing such a big score, especially on a wicket like that, you got to go really hard up front. And if you're lucky enough to get through that power play unscathed, you just got to then you can just manage it, see where you are. This is a wicket where it's really tough to play catch-up cricket. Once the rate gets to 8, 9, 10, it becomes really tough. So you got to try and get as early as you can in front of the game.
Even though Dinesh was partnering you, Nepali guy, he hasn't played much here. So both of you are playing in alien conditions. So what was the talking between trying to see off that big score?
Yeah, I think he batted brilliantly as well. He supported me nicely. I think we just said that as soon as it's in your area, you need to try and get a boundary. And then once he got a few, he just batted brilliantly. And then as the game progressed, he just knocked a few singles. And when it was in his area, he kept going, kept trying to look for boundaries. So his intent was always to score, try and score really quickly, and I reckon that's the way he really needs to go forward because there's a really superstar in him. So I just think if his intent is there, he's going to be a really good player.
Started with a few losses, and especially that first match, 7 for 6. You're back in Dubai watching the match. What was your how do you see the match? What was your reaction when the score was 7-6?
Yeah, you don't see 7 for 6 often. That's I reckon that's the first time I've ever seen it. So now look, franchise cricket goes that like sometimes. There's always going to be, I reckon, every team in a tournament like this is going to get a low score. If you don't, you've had a pretty good tournament, but that doesn't define you as a team. I think it's all about how you come back, and we've come back really strongly. So now we've got all the momentum coming back into our next game.
From 7 for 6 to 176 for none. How do you define this journey? And you've made a comeback like nobody thought of.
Yeah, look, I don't think we dwell too much on that. What's in the past is in the past, right? So we just wanted to make sure that we focus on this game. It was really important for me to tell the boys that we had to keep our positive intent. It's very easy if you're 7 for 6 and you get bowled out for 70, you lose the next game to go into your shell, be a little bit scared. But we really needed to almost go the other way and express yourself even more and see if you can turn the tables like that and get momentum on your side. And once momentum is on your side in cricket, things can really go nicely.
You're a last. Whom do you want to dedicate this century?
Yeah, I think I'd like to dedicate this century to our coach, who unfortunately lost his father this morning. So yeah, Rajiv, that's all for you, sir. He's been brilliantly so far, and it's really unfortunate that he had to go to. But obviously, family always comes first. So yeah, I really like to dedicate that to him.
What was your mindset when going into bat? The pitch has been very flat sometimes, and sometimes it's scoring runs. So, what was your mindset? You started from the ball go.
Yeah, I just come from the T10 as well, right? So my intent is to try and whack the ball as from ball one. But no, I reckon I was quite surprised that they didn't open with a spinner. I thought Saad was going to open, so I was quite happy when he didn't open, and I knew that was our chance to really try and capitalize. And if you once you get those first few fours or sixes in, the pressure's always on them to try and minimize that power play, and we just try to maximize the power play. So once we got to 80, we knew we can just bat normally.
So, how do you rate your century for your career? You have played three innings against South Africa and T20 World Cup.
Yeah, I think this is obviously also the World Cup one was really special because it's where I'm from. It was against a lot of my friends. It was the world's biggest stage, so that was really probably my number one. But this on this wicket is really special. This is not the easiest wicket to bat on. We've seen the ball spin and so I reckon that's right up there, being one of my best.
Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.